What you wanna say before running?
Run, everybody, run.
Go, start.
When gazelle wake up, run. Вот я захватишь, вот ты отспил захват, вот сюда поднимай, вот. Вот коленом сразу дал, все, вырубил.
The lightweight division just got a seismic jolt. Islam Makhachev is back, and the MMA world is buzzing. New footage shows Islam in the thick of training, firing off machine gun sprints and relentless drills. He's not prepping for 155 or 145, but is laser focused on his next big move. This time the rumors are swirling. Is it a run at welterweight gold, or a return to lightweight to reclaim his throne, and perhaps finally settle the score with Topuria? On April 24th, MMA reporter Alvaro Colmenero confirmed the news. I can confirm that Islam Makhachev has already started a training camp for his next fight.
Can you just clarify, like, did they make you give up the lightweight title?
The Gainer Shahuna and everybody?
Yeah, like the
Of
UFC.
course, this is the dream, man. This is the dream for the all champions. And like we know many champions, but not is the from them like double.
Yeah.
That's why everybody want to be double champ. Everybody want to be UFC champ, but we don't have many people who have two belts. That's why
Yeah.
I want.
That announcement sent shockwaves through the sport. The man who's never missed weight is now rumored to be plotting a new mission, a showdown with Jack Della Maddalena at 170, or maybe a return to lightweight for a blockbuster clash with Ilia Topuria, who just seized the belt in a violent UFC 317 finish. Topuria's camp even timed their own announcement to match Islam's, fueling talk of a rematch or even a trilogy. There's also chatter about a possible fight with Shavkat Rakhmonov, with the Kazakh showing real interest.
Ну, Ислам, если сам захочет драться, почему нет? У меня такого нет, там, чтобы Исламом хочу драться, там, его хочу выиграть, какого-то там, хочу подняться, драться, я как бы не откажусь от этого.
But controversy is brewing. Makhachev vacated his lightweight title to chase welterweight glory, leaving a gap and some fans feeling let down. Contenders like Beneil Dariush have voiced their frustration, believing they'd earned a shot only to be left out in the cold. Insiders are whispering that Islam's transition to 170 isn't just about adding muscle. It's a mental battle too. He's working to bulk up, but so far has only managed to add 2 to 3 kilos of lean muscle. Known for his wrestling, Islam is also sharpening his striking, aware that extra weight can slow a fighter down, yet he's still moving with the same fluidity that made him a champion.
Ну давай ты.
So what's the real plan? Is Islam playing psychological games, launching a campaign across divisions, or just keeping everyone guessing? One thing is certain, the former lightweight king is back, and whichever division he targets is in for a serious shakeup.
Kevin Holland was in here earlier, and he was asked about the possibility of you moving up to 170, and he instantly said that, he thinks you would be champ at 170 pounds. What do you think of other guys speaking so highly of you already that have fought in that division, and could we see you up there in the next year?
Yeah, I know people understand because for the lightweight belt. I can be champion many years before, but the all fighters, I think, run for me. I always, on all my career, have problem. Fight someone from top 10, top 5, they're all high, but people understand, and all UFC or MMA fans understand my skills. My style is a war style for everybody. I can be 2 division champion, and I'm waiting for this chance.
If Makhachev truly commits to welterweight, it's more than a simple weight jump. It could reshape the UFC's landscape. He built his legend at 155 pounds with Dagestani wrestling, precise striking, and relentless cardio, dominating names like Oliveira and Poirier. But at 170, the game changes. Opponents hit harder, recover faster, and are naturally bigger. Still, Islam's movement remains slick and efficient.
Вперед тоже делай то же самое. Хорош.
Welterweight contender Ian Machado Gary weighed in back in April. He can jump the queue. He's the pound-for-pound #1. You've got to give respect. He's the perfect example of the new evolution of fighters. Gary called Islam a nightmare matchup for anyone at 170.
You look at Khabib, and Khabib was just dominant at grappling. Islam's the exact same. Probably more clean when it comes to his grappling. Not the same dog pressure that Khabib has. And when you look at Islam on the feet, I mean, dude, he can crack. So I think he makes the welterweight division even more fun. And and I have nothing but respect for the man. But I'm someone who wants to test myself against the best in the world. And I would love to test myself against him.
But not everyone is convinced. Joaquin Buckley, known for his knockout power, cautioned, Islam ain't no big threat. This is the deepest weight class. He's gonna have to prove, period.
Islam is ready. He's healthy. He's at 170.
He gonna be over his brother Habib, man. But Habib was smart though. He knew he couldn't handle guys at 170. Them arms was too short. He ain't going to nobody. You know what I'm saying? He won't get to nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? So much respect for Islam for actually,
Buckley stressed the raw power of welterweights, a challenge Islam hasn't faced regularly.
And even though me and Islam have never had a connection, I'll tell you right now, he gonna know a lot about me if we ever get booked to fight. And not only that, don't get it twisted. The people that he has struggled with and the people that have shown a couple holes in his game, I'm going to be his worst nightmare. Not JDM. JDM has a lot of holes that Islam can exploit. And we didn't see that with the Gilbert Burns fight. Actually, we didn't see it with several fights from JDM, right? Where
Kind of
he's
what I've been
struggling
saying.
in the grappling, right?
Kevin Holland fight stuff.
But with me, though, and what I did to Kobe and what I'm going to do to Kamal Usman, Islam is gonna be in his head. Even Habib probably gonna tell his ass, maybe moving up ain't a good idea. I bet you. But I'm hunting for that. I want that pound for pound.
Vicente Luque, who's trained with Islam, echoed this. He's got the strength. I think that's what's going to be the biggest challenge. But other than that, I give a big advantage to Makhachev. It'll be fun to see. Luque believes Islam's grappling will hold up, but warns about the power difference.
You've trained with Islam, and you said that he choked you out, and that's insane.
Hey, he dorsed me. I'm the guy that does dorses. He dorsed me.
How good do you think he is? And you think he'd beat Bilal?
I mean, I think so. I think he can. He's got skill in everything. I think the striking is something that, he knows how to play it well. I think he has limited skills there, and he plays it really well. He doesn't go over to put himself in danger. I think he's going to, hold his place for a long time, and I don't know if he's going to move up or not. If he does move up, it's going to be good. It's going to be fun to see.
Inside the UFC, analyst Paul Felder urged caution. Can we get dominant champions before wanting to fight for other belts? A champion should solidify his reign before chasing another. Felder argued that Islam should have fully cemented his lightweight legacy before moving up, but also acknowledged that Islam was one of the scariest fighters at 155.
Yeah, and another person that we just cannot possibly not mention here on this show is Islam Makhachev. I mean, you want to talk about a scary guy in this division for anybody at 155 pounds. I look at that fight and I'm like, damn. I did the post fight, and they're like, "Oh, who's going to face him?" And I was like, "I'm going to put my hand up and say, I don't want to do it. I don't want to fight this guy." There are certain guys in the division where when you get that phone call, you go, because you know what you're in for, right? When you fight a guy like Islam, you might as well just be fighting his teammate, who's one of the greatest of all time, Habib, because Habib is putting him over all the time, saying that this kid not only can wrestle like that, but his stand-up is on point, which he didn't even have to show really in that fight because his wrestling is so dominant. And as a wrestler yourself, Mike, you got to just watch a kid like him and be like, God damn, this kid is good.
This all points to a major question. Can Islam's unique skill set translate to a higher division, or will he hit a wall of size and power? His chain wrestling and tactical striking could disrupt the division, but only if he adapts and grows. If he succeeds, he'll join the ranks of two division legends. If not, his pound-for-pound reputation could take a hit. One misstep could rewrite his legacy.
Las Vegas as is. The pound-for-pound king, arguably, and UFC lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev.
So who's first in line? After vacating his lightweight title and committing to 170, Islam's next opponent is shaping up to be his toughest yet, UFC welterweight champion Jack Della Maddalena. Dana White hinted at a blockbuster, telling Helen Lee, 100%, it's always special when you go into New York and go into the Garden. I think a fight like that would do very well there.
Lightweight champion Islam Makhachev is going to move up to the welterweight division to face Jack Della Maddalena. What do we all love about Islam? If he had moved up to fight Bilal, he was a 5-1 favorite. Moving up to fight Jack, the odds makers have this fight at even. This guy is a beast. Islam is the fucking best.
JDM, after defeating Bilal Muhammad, threw down the gauntlet. Come get it, he said, crowning himself the first Australian UFC champ. His dynamic striking and defensive wrestling, especially his ability to fend off Bilal's takedowns, shocked viewers. With a 73-inch reach and an 18-2 record, he's the new welterweight king ready for the pound-for-pound ace. He even called Islam a small guy.
Yeah, it's the dream first title defense, pound-for-pound #1. Get him back for Volk. We saw what Volk did to him. I'm gonna get him. He's too little. I'm gonna get him.
Charles Oliveira, the Brazilian legend, likes the matchup. If you let Islam grab him and put him down, it's over, Oliveira told Full Violence. Islam is going to do very well in this weight. It will be over for Maddalena. Oliveira believes Makhachev's grappling could end the fight early.
O que você acha que ganha entre o Jack Della Maddalena e o Islam?
Maddalena, ele é um jogo muito complicado, porque ele é um cara que ele não vem pra te nocautear rápido, ele vem pra te finalizar, ele vem te magoando, né?
Aos poucos, né?
Aos poucos. Foi o que ele fez agora na luta contra o Bilal. Só que eu acho que o Islam vai se dar muito bem nessa categoria, né, mano? Agora vai estar muito mais forte, é um jogo que, tipo, ele gosta de agarrar e botar pra baixo. Eu acho que o Jack Maddalena fazia a mesma luta que ele fez, né? Agora contra o Bilal, batendo, movimentando, saindo, machucando, é uma luta, mas se deixar o Islam agarrar e botar pra baixo é o time.
Still, not all experts are sold. Reports highlight Islam's struggle to gain mass. I've only gained maybe 2 kilograms. It's tough, he admitted. That raises questions. Can he physically handle bigger welterweights, or will his elite wrestling and fight IQ be enough? Islam's manager Ali Abdelaziz is confident. He's going to be a problem for a lot of these guys. You're going to get a bigger, not depleted, stronger Islam. I believe he is going to be a problem for the whole division. But the real test will be JDM's speed, power, and takedown defense on a massive stage like Madison Square Garden. Will that be enough to overcome Islam's wrestling? What truly sets Islam apart is his relentless training and discipline. Like Khabib before him, he was forged in a system where the routine is brutal and unbreakable. His days are filled with wrestling drills, live sparring, and constant technical refinement. There are no shortcuts, just sweat, silence, and repetition. As Khabib once said, in Dagestan, we don't prepare to win. We prepare so there's no way to lose. Even after reaching the top, Islam trains like a contender with one simple goal: to keep growing, both as a fighter and a person. He still works with his childhood team, still listens to Javier Mendez and Khabib, and still operates with zero ego. Now, as he enters a new chapter at 170 pounds, that same iron mentality will be tested against bigger, stronger, and more unpredictable opponents. But if there's one thing we know about Dagestani champions, it's that pressure only makes them sharper.
Наконец-то смог я тебя зимой вытащить.
Обратно в парную. В домашних условиях не повторять.
So the real question isn't whether Islam can handle welterweight, it's whether the welterweights are ready for someone who never breaks, never backs down, and never forgets the grind. If you're excited for Islam's next move, drop a comment with who you think he should face next. Hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be tracking every takedown, every camp update, and every fight night until the belt changes hands again.